long time ago. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from?
Got him out of my chair. Didn't it? It worked.
Didn't it?
I'm not gonna do that with my arm.
Sit on it.
Sit on it.
Hello and welcome back to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah and that bitch is Kaylee, and today we're gonna talk about mothers.
Oh, you wanna talk about mothers?
I almost watched that last night.
Oh, but right now it's time
To talk about
Going out.
in your late 20s.
And it's perfect that this is the topic because like our catch up
It's about this.
Hi, Jasmine. The catch-up is, like, really intertwined with the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we did, in fact, go out this weekend.
Look at us go.
Yeah, we've been...
Did we do it more than once?
Well, if you count the baseball game. We were, like, out, but it wasn't, like, going to a bar.
Oh, we went out last weekend. That's what I'm thinking of.
2 weekends in a row.
Holy
Wait.
shit.
What did we do last weekend?
Look at us go. Happy hour that turned into being out until midnight. Yeah.
Wait, when? What happy hour?
It was my last day of school. We went.
Oh,
to Happy Hour on the Waterfront?
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Shoes.
Shoes of the day.
Socks. Loafers. This is my work outfit.
This is my working out outfit. Tange. I was reminding you that we also went out last weekend.
Yeah, so 2 weekends in a row, which is pretty
That's pretty rare for us.
crazy for us. Like
But we're about to go
pretty
out like 2 weeks in a
social.
row.
We're pretty social these days, honestly, but not as much of the like going out social.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a completely different. It's more like
A happy hour social.
yeah. No.
So we went out this weekend.
Yeah, but besides that, before we get into it, any other catch-ups?
I don't think so.
Nada.
Nada.
I got my hair cut.
I'm on a 158-day Duolingo streak.
My hair was to my ass, and I chopped her.
We had a day that was not what we're going to tell.
Oh. We decided we wanted to have like a day. Just a nice, relaxing day.
Yeah.
Oh, I came
Well,
over.
except for the part where I was painting the house in the morning.
Oh.
That wasn't very relaxing. We went and got a pint.
We got a pre-thrift pint. Went thrifting. Didn't buy anything.
No.
And then we went to happy hour, and we just like vibed at happy hour.
Yeah.
And then did we do
Mhm.
anything else after that?
No.
No. Oh, and then on Friday we had our June picnic. And Friday?
Oh, yeah. That's a big thing we were missing.
That's, yeah. It was Friday, right? Yeah.
And we did it at the Rose Garden, which was so beautiful.
It was honestly the best location that we've had so far, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, it was just the most picturesque. I mean, it's like well, oh my God. We've had 2 picnics in like wedding locations. The Arboretum.
Oh,
and
yeah.
both in Washington Park. So Washington Park is definitely
It's the spot.
probably one of the most beautiful places in
It
Portland.
really is. But we did it in particular like in the Shakespeare Garden,
Yeah, it was.
which is such a cute little secluded spot. But we got there really early because we were like, oh, we want to kind of like
Yeah.
claim dibs. And we knew it was a wedding spot. But what we were like,
It's
no one's
Friday
having
night.
a Friday like 5 o'clock wedding. That
Maybe we're
seems
dumb,
strange.
but that seemed weird.
But we didn't think about
But it was a
wedding rehearsals. Well, and that wedding was like,
But it was still a wedding.
yeah.
It wasn't.
It was just like a very casual
it was
wedding. We got so
super
lucky.
casual. No one was even sitting.
No
Everyone
wedding
was
things
standing.
that night had like booked the space. Like you can pay to
Yeah.
reserve it. So we got lucky in that way. But we got there and like literally they were reading their vows, exchanging their rings, and we
We're
were
like peeking over the hedge, just like.
trying to
watching
eavesdrop,
them.
waiting until it was over. But they just did a champagne toast and they left.
It was such a good time, though. Honestly, it was probably my favorite picnic thus far.
I think it was probably
They've all been
mine, too.
amazing, honestly.
The
Each and
Willamette
every one.
Park one was
That one
really
was super
fun.
fun. They've all been good. There was
This
just
one was
something
just
about this one.
beautiful, and like the vibes were incredible. I feel like people just got along.
Yeah.
Even there, we had quite a few people that were coming for the first time, and they just like hopped in and
They did really well.
were like
super proud
playing
of you
with-
guys. We had people bring a grilled cheese to make, like
Ugh.
a full on like Foreman grill and grilled cheese.
amazing.
Amazing. We had someone bring this vintage camera, and we had like vintage Polaroids taken
Yeah.
of people that wanted them. It was
really cool.
really cool and just the most magical location. And if you ever want to join, just go to the Instagram and you can join.
At Portland Girls, Gays, and Theys.
And then we were like, well, we did drink a bottle of wine, so that probably had something to do with it. But I also think
I feel
they
like
were
we
being
had our
so
minds made
social.
up before.
I do too. I wanted to
got
go
there.
out that night for sure. I just was like, it depends on how tired I am.
Well, and
at
our
the
friend
end of
had
the
already
picnic.
mentioned it, so we were like, okay, tentatively we're doing this.
Yeah, like we could do something.
But
if we wanted.
sometimes after the picnics, you're either like just socially depleted
Right.
in a good way.
In a
of
good
like,
way.
wow, I just went out and talked to a lot of people, but now I'm ready to go recharge my battery.
Right.
Or you're like, woo, let's keep the good vibes
It's like,
going.
I'm not fucking going home. And we went out. It was actually kind of it wasn't chaotic. I don't know if that's, well, it was a little chaotic. So should we tell the night? Because there's a few like,
The night as it happened.
yeah, like go through
Just
the
go
night
through
and
the
tell the
sequence
story
of
and have
events.
this be like a story time. And then at the end, we'll talk
We'll
about
talk
our little
about,
thingies.
yeah, sure.
So where do we begin? We left the picnic in good spirits.
In good spirits.
And then we went to this bar. It was like it was actually a really cool bar.
It was a really cool bar,
Do you
and
know what
I've
it's
never
called?
been there before. QD's.
Cuties.
Not
if you're in,
cuties.
if you're in Portland, it's connected to a
QD's.
pizza place.
Wild Child Pizza, which
Yeah,
I've been
which
wanting
is
to
good.
try, actually.
And they have it like in stores too. You can buy like frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
But it was like really quiet, but it was like a really cool bar, and the people that work there are
And they were
really
playing
attractive.
great music. But we also started off on a note of, which ties into what we'll talk about later.
Yes.
How old are you? Is it acceptable that I think you're attractive?
How old are you?
The people would like to know. How old are you?
Anyways, we met up with our friend. Our friend brought a friend. So there was 4 of us, and we were like not really playing a drinking game, but kind of playing a drinking game.
Kind of, sort of.
But we had tequila pineapples, which I shouldn't ever have.
Yeah, I can't believe how
But the sugar, I get
hungover
hangover.
you all were the next day.
We were all so hungover. Except
Why
for
was
2.
I unaffected?
I don't know. I feel like you don't really get hangovers that bad.
Really? I feel like I do lately.
Really?
Yeah.
But lately you haven't had any, have you?
But I haven't really been drinking.
I don't know. But you drank more than me on Friday night,
Yeah.
and I had a hangover.
But I always drink more than you.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. So
we went to the next bar, and the DJ was
the
really
DJ
good.
was so good.
Like, this bar, I feel like, is known for not having people on the dance floor,
I agree.
and everybody was dancing.
Everyone was dancing, and it was a vibe. But again, how old was everyone?
I was really in a dancing mood that night. That's what I want to do at a bar.
I want to go out and dance.
I want to go dance.
So we were with a friend who was scouting DJs.
Yeah.
So we got to go scout DJs. It was
Well, we really only scouted one DJ
we
because
scouted
he
one
was
DJ,
good.
and then it was like
He got the gig.
he should get the job because holy wow.
Holy wow. It was like every new song that came on, I looked at our friend
It
and I
was
was
funny
like,
because
yeah, you should pick this guy.
it was definitely me who suggested taking shots.
It was absolutely you.
It was me.
And I turned and looked at our friend because last time we went out with him, Mariah was the driver.
Oh yeah, I wasn't drinking.
And he was the one that was like, let's take shots. And I was like, just you wait. Like,
And I
the
was like,
first time
"No."
you're actually around drinking Mariah,
It's a
she's going to be
different-
like, another round. Let's take shots.
Yeah, and that's such a specific. I was just. It's weird how there are nights that I can take shots and like stomach it, and then there are nights when like I can't. Like I wonder. Oh, it's not eating.
Yeah.
It's if you eat before you drink. That's what it is.
Crazy.
See, if you don't eat all day and then you try to take a tequila shot, you're gonna throw it up.
She's going to come right back up.
So we go up to the bar and we do a round of shots, and I'm like, okay, that was like pretty rough, but it's fine. It's like a shot. I could tell it was struggling to like continue to go down the esophagus. You know what I mean? It's like kind of still in there. And I'm like, so does anyone have to go to the bathroom and like I'm trying so hard to like, okay, all I have to do is go into the bar, walk across
If I
the
would have
room,
known, I would have gone
go
in
down
front,
the stairs. And I knew there was going to be a
I
line.
did not go in front of you.
Yeah. I knew there was going to be a line. And so I was like, I'm going to have to wait in line, but I'm just going to have to hold it in. You know how stupid that is? Why wouldn't I just walk around the corner?
I literally was just going to say we were
outside. And I decided to walk in and go to the bathroom. What was my mind? I don't know what was going on in my head because that's so stupid. It wasn't like I was like, and I like threw up down the stairs.
No.
It was like, I was like, and like.
Like, I literally looked at her. I didn't even understand that she threw up at first. I was like, are you good? I thought someone spilled a drink on her.
Yeah, it was like water, like kind of just like fell down. And then people in the line saw or whatever, and they like split like the Red Sea.
It was like, let me through.
Yeah, it was literally like everyone was like, oh, after I couldn't stop talking about how I felt so like supported by my community. I was like, I feel so
well, because there was literally a girl that was
and
like, there's one open right
like,
there. Her bathroom,
everyone
go now.
Gets out of the way, and then I threw up.
Camaraderie.
It was just like a really nice, lovely moment.
It's not about the money, money.
So that sounded like old money. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't need your money. And then we met up with our other friends.
Oh, yeah. So they were like, oh, we're at this place. And we were like, okay, let's go to that place. Don't know what it's called, but it was really nice.
The pharmacy.
I really liked that place.
I've actually always wanted to go
And they were playing Beetlejuice.
Which was such a win.
And they had a placebo effect menu, which is like non-alcoholic, and they had like the CBD drink that I got. And it was, because after the last bar, I wasn't going to get
Do you feel like
drink.
you were feeling it? Do you feel like you felt the effects of the CBD drink?
No, but I don't feel CBD. I think I'm like too medicated. Like CBD is good for people who get stressed, but maybe don't have anxiety. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's
maybe
fair.
it can assist in things. I don't know the shit behind it, but whenever I've taken like CBD, I've never felt anything from it. I was like, maybe this will like calm my stomach, because I think there's some like good effects CBD has on you internally. Maybe I don't think it's just a mind thing. I think like I could just be making all this up. I was actually fine though. Right after I threw up, I was like, okay. Let's go.
Literally, it was just.
And I wasn't even drunk. Like I genuinely I had wine earlier in the night, but it was like pretty spread out.
Yeah, but you came down from that.
And it was spread out. Like the night was spread.
Yeah.
So it really was just like my stomach was like, bitch. I was telling, which I've already told them about before, but I was telling them and the friends that they were with about the prowling thing.
Oh yeah.
And William was like, yeah, literally, because we went to Soho House a few weeks ago, and I was literally sitting in the chair like
watching it all happen.
And our other friend Rachel was like, oh my god, Mariah. I'm like, sorry. It's like this weird mood that I get in. It's like this weird, crazy, quirky mood that I get into. Where it's
called
just
being
like,
horny.
It's almost, but it's like not even in a serious way.
It's like I never expect anything to come from it.
It's more so just
it's like I'm enjoying
a weird, funny thing to do.
I'm enjoying the act of the prowl.
Like it's fun. Like we were just sitting there and I was like, let me spice this day up a bit. Let me just like maybe make some people feel uncomfortable. But the thing is, also when this happened when we were like listening to the wedding, when we were peeking our head over the hedge, like I for some reason think no one can see me.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I sit here and literally watch you walk by me, you won't know. Only I can see that. No one else can see me doing that. Which is not true.
Where do you think that comes from?
I don't know. Feeling invisible most of my life.
So we were on the prowl.
So let's talk about that.
But that bar was not a good place to be on the prowl. We were just telling our friends about being on the prowl.
Yeah. And I also think though, if you're in that mindset, like it's fun to like be attracted to somebody in the same, like as an adult, you don't really get that much anymore. Like,
yeah.
It's like that
when you're in high school, it's like,
thing. Like, oh my God, I have my next class. Or like, I know I passed them on this route. Like what if I passed them at the same, like.
Oh, that's such a good comparison.
That is such a fun, like that
it's just
made
a little,
going
like,
to school fun.
serotonin hit.
It was like, oh, I'm like looking forward to today. And I think that's why people our age always talk about the airport crush thing, because it's the same feeling of like, I don't even know if like either of us would look at each other if we were at a bar, or if we'd even like each other.
Well, everyone's just way hotter when you're at the airport.
Yes, what is that? If you are my age or close to my age, I'm like.
Everyone wants that meet cute.
And you also want to be that hot, mysterious stranger. Yeah. Like, I want you to think that I'm like, I want you to be like, who is she? Like, she's this mystery. I don't know where she's from. Yeah. Like, I don't know what, she could be coming from anywhere in the world.
Is she going? Is she,
yeah. It's that mysterious thing. And it's just like fun to feel hot at the airport. My grandma told me that you should never leave the house without lipstick because you never know who you're gonna meet. And like, although I think that that's controversial thing to say, I get it. I don't think
I have days where
it's great.
I have days where I'm like, I don't give a fuck what I look like when I'm
Yeah.
going out in public. Like, whatever, I'm just going to do this thing. But then there are other days where I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna like do my hair and put on some makeup and wear a cute outfit because who knows who I'm gonna see at Trader Joe's today. Who knows?
We'll text each other like, I want to be perceived.
Yeah.
When you're kind of in your own world or in a routine for a long period of time, and then you're like, I haven't been perceived by someone in so long. I need that feeling.
But I think that's the fun of being on the prowl. It's like you said, it's like the switch and power dynamic of like, I'm not worried about you perceiving me.
Right.
I'm perceiving you. And I like you.
And I don't want to hear any men coming at us for that because y'all been doing that since day one.
Literally. And
it's way creepier.
You are creepier and do horrible things and say horrible things. So then we went to another bar. And it was a karaoke bar.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We get to the front and they're like $5 cover and you can Venmo. And I was like, okay, add cash. So I pulled out a $5. Miss bitch over here scammed her way in.
I was not going to pay $5 to go in there. I'm sorry. But he had to have known.
Or it just
he just like didn't care that much.
It didn't process, maybe.
I just like pulled up their Venmo, typed in $5, hovered my finger over pay now, but never pressed pay now.
And he was like, cool, yeah. And she just walked in and was like, not doing that.
Yeah. Like, I'm not paying $5 to walk into this karaoke bar that I've been into for free before.
Yeah. Also, what? Why are you charging people to come here?
Yeah.
That's just... There are some places where I get it.
Lame.
But actually,
Do I
get it? Ever?
I can understand a cover on, like... Well, actually, not even on a holiday because it's literally just a money grab.
It is.
They're like, we know
like
we're
for
going to be
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah,
like
we know we're going to be packed tonight, so let's just charge people money. They're going to come anyway. Oh. So we went to this karaoke bar, and at this point, I feel like you were like,
I was pretty
ready to wrap it up.
I was pretty, but it's hard when you kind of. Actually, I was really enjoying sitting at that table and talking at the bar before. And we were going to this bar where it wasn't really, that's not what you do.
It wasn't
you
the
like
vibe
dance.
Yeah.
And I was kind of in the mindset of, okay, I'm kind of chilled out. I was like feeling sober.
On the dancing vibe.
And I was feeling sober and I still woke up hungover. Like you and our other friend wanted to dance. And so me and Tim just kind of like leaned against the bar like this. While you guys were like.
She kept passing off men to me.
She did. She would go, breakable. We also need to have a debate on if it's okay to say that word now.
That is true.
I think it's okay.
When he said the other day,
we'll tell the story.
Think
so. We had told our friend that we've been talking about, like Kaylee was like, yeah, my type is breakable.
Yeah, and I was like, he was like, well, give me examples. I'm like, okay, well, not Shawn Mendes, but like Shawn Mendes.
Like his body type.
Like tall, skinny, lanky muscles, but like skinny boy muscles.
Right.
And I call them breakable because it's just like a good term, you know?
Yeah. And we mean it in a good way when we say it.
What's funny is I feel like he thought on it. We saw him the next day and he like had this revelation of like, well,
and he
men
came
can
over
say
and
that
like,
about women. And I was like, well,
he was
obviously.
like, I've been thinking, if a man said, I'm attracted to that woman, she looks breakable. And we're like, okay, the context?
Yeah.
What? If a man, and I was like, well, for one, men shouldn't ever.
Men should say nothing ever.
Nothing about a woman's body. Unless like, you're with them and they want you to.
Yeah.
And then the end of the conversation was like, he was like, yeah, so it's fine if a woman says it about a guy, but a guy can't say it about a girl. And we're like.
But honestly, at the end of the day, I do think it's not necessarily like, I don't mean it in a rude way because to me it's a compliment. But like if I would have called my ex-boyfriend breakable, that would have destroyed his confidence. He would have hated that.
I don't think I would have ever said that to my ex either.
Both of them would have hated that.
Which is so interesting.
They didn't like that about themselves.
Which I guess if you were.
Because they want to be the male gaze.
Yeah.
They want to be like muscle
One day we're going to have to talk about male gaze versus female gaze because men are the only like, not, this isn't true, because there are some women that are attracted to that type of man, but, like, the male gaze is all about what men think are hot.
Yeah.
About men. About themselves.
Women like breakable men.
A lot of, yes. Like.
Maybe not breakable, but, like, close too.
Look at who is the internet glorifying? A rat boyfriend? Mm-hmm. That is a little man.
Yeah.
That is wanting a little itty bitty carved, cut out, long nose rat man. And we want a Timothy Chalamet. We want an ill Victorian boy.
child. Yes.
Literally. I always say that's my type. An ill, like, on the verge of death. That is. I want, like, Timothy Chalamet with, like, the really black, dark circles, like, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
With his hair, like, kind of in his eyes. But it is interesting because...
Who's popular? Jacob Elordi, Harry Styles.
Timothy Chalamet, Mike Faced. Even maybe a more muscly, they're still on the thinner side.
Like, I would put Jacob Elordi in the more muscly category.
Me too. And even more so, like a...
Austin Butler.
Or like a Theo James, even. Like, those are, like, not skinny by any means. Like, it... Here's the thing. When we say breakable, it doesn't mean... I think that they're missing the meaning a little bit. Like, breakable doesn't mean you're, like, a literally. Stick. Like, literally, I want the skinniest... No, like, breakable just means, like, you're not a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get to the point.
Is that the end of the night? Well, you had, like, an interaction with the guy.
Yeah, he was super drunk, though. I didn't think he was, like...
She was like, I'll give you my... Didn't you say that? I'll give you
my... He was, like, flirting with me, and we were getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And he wanted my number.
He was,
and
like,
I was, like...
really staying close to you. He kept, like, following you around.
Yeah. Yeah, I like, attempted to break away a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not, like... I mean, he was cute. He wasn't... Oh, wow. But, again, how old are you?
Yeah.
But he, like, really wanted my number, and I was like, I'll give you my number if you can remember my name. Didn't remember.
He was big fucked up.
Did not remember. His name was Bryce.
Well, she was talking to someone who was probably a little close to our age. I was talking to a fucking 6-year-old man.
Yeah.
who made his way over to me and spit in my eye at one point. Like, literally.
Hop to it.
He was like so fucked up. He's like, you know, you're a really beautiful woman. I'm like, thank you.
God.
And then, oh my God. I didn't even tell the most important part of the story. So while they're dancing around, I'm getting my ear talked off by this old man at the bar. And he, maybe you're a really nice person, but you were really freaking me out. So sorry. But this.
Don't make excuses for him.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Like, he was too old to be talking to her this way.
So, there was someone singing a song in karaoke. What's the one that's like, it was the weird one about the
oh, no, the Rutland Bog.
No, the metal song. He was like, little pig, little pig.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whatever that song is.
It was literally the Three Little Pigs, but it was metal.
But it was metal, so little pig. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And he was like, yeah, are you listening to him? He's telling us we're the pigs and he wants to kill us.
I forgot about this.
He was like and I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah, listen to him sing. He's the wolf in the song. Look around. We're the pigs. And I was like, so you're telling me this man wants to kill us?
I think it was the man you were talking to that wanted to kill us.
Oh, great. So then I was like, I was like, how do I get out of this situation? Because it wasn't like a... Also, I'm horrible, and I can't be rude to people, even if they're creeping me out. It's so shit. It's so interesting, because I'm really bad at that when it's me, but if I saw, like, someone talking to my friends, I would have no problem, like, being rude to that person. It's such a weird...
That's usually me, too. I feel like the only time I've ever been blunt about leaving a conversation I wasn't interested in was that guy at the pub crawl in London. Oh, yeah. I'm done talking to you.
You got no... Yeah, you were just...
I gave no fucks at that point, though.
Whoa. So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, and then I like looked at you and I was like, are you ready to go?
So anyways, the whole point of this story was for us to
enjoy the story time.
How at our age it's so strange to go out because it feels like everyone is either like freshly 21 and or using a fake or
into their 30s.
Which, not that that's like a no, But it's just like hard to tell.
The people our friends are 35 plus.
Yeah.
Those are the people we were hanging out with, people that age. So it's not like we don't like those people. It's just, where is the pocket of late 20s in Portland?
Yeah. So we're just in this phase of life where we look at someone because we're on the prowl and we're like, ah. And then we're like,
well, because
is it weird that I just said that? It's
like,
appropriate.
You'll see someone and be like, oh, that person's really cute. And then you like look a little closer and you're like, you do kind of look young, but are you like a 25-year-old that looks young? Or even 23? Or are you like a 21-year-old or a person that isn't even 21? You can't,
it's just like so nuanced.
Yeah, put your age on your head.
Literally.
Is that weird?
I used to make the comparison to me of like, oh, well, like, I feel like I look young. But I haven't been carded in months.
Yeah,
unless it was like mandatory as you walk in the bar.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't look that young.
I think we look our age. Like I feel like I look.
Someone would look at us and be like, "Oh yeah, they're like 27.
You look like you're like 27." 27. Which is great. I want to be 27 forever.
Yeah.
I'm at the perfect age, I think.
So if you live in Portland and you know where to find the 27-year-old bars,
can you let us know? Like mid to late 20s, I would love to know where those people hang out.
Early 30s.
Yeah.
Our friend was like, well, no, it's good. You want to be where the young people are because then the young people find a place and then the old people show up and the young people find a new one. And I'm like, but I want to be where the middle is.
Yeah, where's the middle?
Where's the middle?
Oh my God, the two like 16-year-old guys that were hitting on you. The baby that was like, my friend thinks you're cute.
The baby? Oh, yeah, they like were not allowed to be in there. I don't think.
at the oldest 18. Like those were children.
Also, like,
how'd they get in? I have no idea.
My friend thinks you're cute.
That was a big tell as well.
Yeah, either admit that you think I'm cute or your friend can grow a pair and tell me that he thinks I'm cute.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you tell us. How do you go about this? How, as an adult, do you go about the age thing?
What are some, like, clues? Well, and then if you, like, this happens not frequently at all. Not. But, like, then on a rare occasion where, like, you think someone's cute, maybe you start talking. How do you get into the, how old are you before you get?
Yeah, so, like, you're talking at the bar. Let's do it. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, my friend thinks you're cute.
Oh, hey, what are you drinking?
Tequila pineapple.
Cool. Can we get a tequila pineapple and a dirty martini? Thanks. So do you, like, come here a lot?
Ever since I've been 21.
Oh. So how old are you?
Oh, so how many years is that?
So how many years have you been coming? See, there you go. It's so easy.
There's one. You just have to hope that they say I've been coming here since I was 21.
I think the thing is that's what the thing is that's what the thing is. Is that you can't really start the conversation with age. You have to like be talking to that person for a little while. And then obviously when you start doing like, oh, like where do you work? Or like what do you do? Oh, like how old are you? Like that would feel natural.
Yeah.
But hi, how old are you?
Yeah, you have to like wait
22?
to get into it.
Oh. Sorry, I'm
yeah, never mind.
Like,
I'll take that free drink though. So basically, if you have any tips, any locations,
I think this has just been something that's really been on our minds a lot. We've
talked
about it a lot.
Relevant.
We'll do this. No, actually, every time we're out. Oh, how old do you think that person is?
Yes,
they're kind of cute. With girls too, like it's just hard to tell the age.
It's hard to say.
And even, like, some people will be like, oh,
blatantly obvious or it's
and sometimes they're older than you think, too. It goes the other way of, like, oh, I'm, like, 36, which is fine. That's not a bad thing. But, like, oh, you look like you're 28.
Yeah.
I just think I'm really bad at even
age
older
perception.
people, too. Like, I don't know. I can never tell. All I know is that, like, sometimes they look really young. And I'm like, kid, that's a child.
Do you think media has effed us up with that because we've grown up with 28-year-olds playing teenagers or like 11-year-olds playing teenagers?
Or
like what does an actual teenager look like?
playing teenagers. Nicola Coughlan.
Oh, yeah.
Bridgerton is the perfect example of this. All of their cast is like at least 28 and they're all playing teenagers. She's 37 and she's playing what? 18, 17, 18-year-old?
So no wonder our perception is all messed up.
But we're going to get the books for our Europe trip and read them on the trip. So that's fun. I don't know. Do we have similar reading pace?
I don't know.
It's more fun when you can like, oh my God.
React together.
Yeah. but there's no way we're going to be on that close of a reading pace. We're literally on the same line. We brought the same book last time, too. Didn't read that much, though.
No, we hardly read last time.
Which I'm definitely bringing a book because I know I'll at least read a little. But I'm like, God, I always think I'm going to have all this time for reading. I know, but then I thought this. Okay, I thought about this. I was like, do I bring 2? Or if I finish one, we can go to a bookstore there. And then it's fun.
Oh, that's a fair point.
We can just get a book there if we want. And then if we're at a cool vintage bookstore and I want to get a book, I have the room.
And then you're like, oh, yeah.
Because I didn't bring, you know.
Because I didn't bring 2
books. Because we're going to go to a lot of bookstores.
That's smart.
So I don't really want to. I just want to bring one.
Especially in London.
Yeah, and Dublin.
Yeah. Mm.
And Scotland. No, Scotland has really cool ones. Yeah, if you've ever been to Paris, the south of Spain, Scotland, London, or Dublin, and you have some, like, we already have, like, the big things planned, but if you have, like, some, like, cool restaurants or cafes or, like,
you have to
fun
try
things
this
like
place.
that, definitely let us know. I looked into Romeo and Juliet with Tom Holland.
Whoa, baby.
We're talking at least $340 for a ticket.
Really upsetting.
Holy shit.
But what we could do
They're selling out theaters.
Stand outside the theater
and see him.
him.
Well, probably not meet, but wave.
But wave.
Because have you been seeing they have it, like, set up to where he, like, comes out and waves and then gets in his car.
Oh.
The other day, Zendaya was there, and she, like, it was so cute. So, okay, well, when we went to Mamma Mia, it wasn't as much like this, but, like, on Broadway, they have, like, the stage door with, like, because people, it's, like, a thing.
With, like, a partition.
So, same thing for Tom Holland, which makes sense because very high-level celebrities are going to be there. So Zendaya was with him, and the door's open, and she, like, crouches down and, like, runs really fast to get in the car to avoid, and then, like, he had his moment. So, like, he was, like, out there waving and, like, saying hi to, like, the fans and stuff, and everyone was commenting, like, oh my God.
Cute.
Zendaya's the best person on the planet. She literally is perfect.
This has been the most chaotic of
Okay, let's wrap. Sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. I'm going to work on stopping saying.
You're going to work on not saying.
I'm going to work on not saying I'm sorry all the time.
You got that.
Yeah, totally. So thank you for watching or listening to the It's Time podcast. I'm Mariah. That is Kaylee. Don't look at me. No episodes every Wednesday, except next week will be... Wait, yeah.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this, next week will be our last episode before we take a little break for our trip, but it'll be a much... Your patience will be much rewarded because when we get back, we'll be dropping content.
We're going to have all the stories.
Crazy. All the crazy content, vlogs, TikToks, podcasts telling you the craziest things that happened on our trip. Which
crazy.
There will be some crazy stories. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. And then au revoir.
Au revoir. Adios. Bye.